On the news tonight, ACDA state stands on zero tolerance to unapproved buildings. Residents of Idoko Drive on Onitsha commend Governor Soludo on road projects. 32nd ECOWAS Administration and Finance meeting commences in Abuja. Ukraine war, Russia denies responsibility for Poland blast. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening. Welcome to the evening news. My name is Uche Chukwu Ebonam. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Awka Capital Territory Development Authority, Mr. Osi Onuko, says Governor Chukwuma Soludo is a change maker who is passionate about developing all sectors of the Anambra economy. Mr. Onuko disclosed this while speaking to newsmen in Awka after an enforcement and oversight visits in some parts of the city. Residents of Idoko Drive, a federal housing estate on Onitsha, have commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo for embarking on construction of the road that connects them to 33 Road. They made the commendations while speaking to ABS Works correspondent Ngozi Obileri, who monitored pace of work on the road.
When ABS visited the site, men of Tech Construction Company, the firm handling the project, were seen discharging their duties. Earthwork was ongoing as at the time of this report, as heavy-duty equipment were working at various locations, excavating unsuitable materials and others, replacing them with laterites. Speaking to the ABS, a resident of the area, Pastor Jonathan Okojuwakwe, thanked Governor Soludo for giving them access through the road, adding that it will open up a lot of business opportunities when completed. According to the pastor, it was divinely designed that Governor Soludo would open up the remote area at this point in time, even as he said that Governor Soludo has the mandate of God and the people to be the chief servant of the people, praying God to continue to be with him.
This is what we have been praying for. It's a divine calling. I believe no any other person can remember this type of remote area than a person that have the mandate of God and the people. So we are happy to see things like this happening. This is one of the ways to govern people. So we are happy to see things like that. We are praying for him. Let him keep it up. At least when person see things like this happening, you'll be happy that this is how it's supposed to be.
The site manager, engineer Shaun Tek, said the Abaka Nsugbe Road is 7.7 kilometers with a spur to federal housing, but they decided to start and complete the federal housing as this because it is just about 500 meters and to give residents of the area alternative route before they will face the stretch of road from Abaka to Nsugbe. Engineer Tek explained that the road will be 250 meters of both asphalt, cement and stone base, and noted that they have only 7 months to complete the whole 7.7 kilometers road, as they will be handing the road over in May 2023.
The whole project, I believe that next May or June we will finish this project, because our completion period is 8 months. Now almost 1 month has passed. We only have 7 months remain. We will push every day. Yes, our people will be working for 24 hours. We promise we will deliver our best work. We have been here in 20 years. We know how to do this work. We know how to deliver good quality and with the shortest completion period. From
Idoko Drive axis of federal housing, Onitsha, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
Ahead of the 2023 general elections, youths from Anambra West local government area of the state have organized debate for all the candidates vying to represent Anambra West constituency at the State House of Assembly. The event, which took place at Ajando Hall, Mwezi in the council area, was conducted in an open debate witnessed by the media, non-governmental organization, civil society groups, faith-based organizations, political leaders and supporters of the contesting parties. Correspondent David Ndefe filed the report.
His vision and plans for the constituency if elected, the Labour Party candidate for the State Assembly, Dr. Festus Chukwuemeka, assured the people that he will rehabilitate all the dilapidated healthcare centers, school buildings across the communities in Anambra West Council area. Chukwuemeka, who was accompanied to the venue by thousands of his supporters, also promised to establish central farm markets in the area in partnership with the state government to generate revenue for the state and to pave way for job opportunities for the youths in the area. He also promised to render account of his achievements on monthly basis via town hall meetings if given the opportunity to serve.
What we need to do is to go to community health centers, know what they have there, rebuke them. Then with my big contacts, now healthcare, I'll bring in my partners that will help in building those health centers. But to I will maintain it with what we have and with my contacts.
On his part, the candidates for the People's Democratic Party, PDP, also promised to ensure that the interests of the constituency will be presented and protected as the State House, citing that he has the ability as a stakeholder from the grassroots to affect such expected dividends to the constituency. The youth president in the council area, Comrade Simeon Okoye,
and even Senate, so that we get somebody that is qualified.
The constituency's democratic journey, as it will help curb the practices of godfatherism, deepen democracy, and the growing maturity in the governance and politics in Anambra West local government area.
So
he said the debate
and
has given
even
the candidates the opportunity
so that
to
we
sell
get
their vision
somebody
and
that is
plans
qualified
to
do the
and
work.
it will give the electorate the opportunity to assess the candidates and to choose who will represent them well at the House of Assembly, Oka, come May 2023. Other candidates who participated in the debate include Comrade Chinonso Christian of All Progressive Congress, APC, and Honorable Joseph Ngosera of Social Democratic Party, SDP.
A night with engineer Dominic Okafor is a forum organized to meet with all executive members of Old Agwata Union living in Lagos. The event, which took place at Fesek Town, Lagos State, has in attendance representatives of all 20 wards that make up 14 towns in Agwata Federal Constituency. Correspondent Justice Nyemudibara of ABS Lagos Bureau reports that the aim of the forum was to seek the support of members of Old Agwata Union who are concerned about the condition of the constituency.
Nick Okafor is a Federal House of Representatives aspirant under the All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA for the 2023 general elections. In his address, Engineer Okafor promised to deliver an all-inclusive representation, tackle erosion-related issues in the constituency, provide job opportunities for the youths and other problems facing the constituency. Engineer Okafor also promised to maintain equity and fairness regarding the distribution of constituency projects if the people of Agwata will give him their votes.
I'm going to be their voice. I'm going to be that House of member that they will always call, and I will give them listening ears. I will carry them along. It's not going to be a one-man affair. They will all be involved. I invited them for me to share with them my manifesto, the things I intend to do for them, how effective I want to represent them if they give me their mandate come 25th February 2023 to represent them at the Federal House of Representatives in Abuja.
Responding, the members of Old Agwata Union assured him of their support in all angles, describing his campaign as an Agwata project which they must deliver. Earlier in his speech, the coordinator, Engineer Dominic Okafor Support Group, Sachidi Ilo, thanked all that made out time to honor the invitation, urging them to do everything they can to ensure they deliver him.
I am how hectic Lagos is. And this is a Sunday that ordinarily everybody rests. But today. So it shows a demonstration of support for our brother and friend, Engineer Bidio.
In an interview, a participant, Mr. Edwin Ezenwaka, assured him of 80% of their votes from his hometown Umuchu based on what Governor Chukwuma Soludo is doing there presently, and said he was optimistic that Engineer Okafor will also deliver a report.
First of all, to know his people. Another one, know their problem and be able to communicate back, removing the eyes of money let him be contented with whatever he has. In that contentment, he can do anything. Everybody can support him. But when he focuses on money, the die is cast.
Representative of Anambra State Government, Barrister Leo Cheboka, also attended the event.
The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, says to ensure a better integration among member states for the realization of 8th Vision 2050, it is focusing on 4 strategic objectives for the next 4 years. The president of the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Omar Aliu Torre, disclosed this at the opening ceremony of the 32nd meeting of the Administration and Finance Committee, AFC, of the Commission in Abuja. ABS Abuja Bureau Chief Ekuachide filed the report. Taken from here.
Is expected to, among other things, present and consider the 2023 to 2025 medium-term expenditure framework and budget of ECOWAS institutions. Speaking at the event, President Torre said the strategic objectives of the Commission include enhanced peace and security through the implementation of its action plan against terrorism, deeper regional integration by reducing tariff and non-tariff barriers, ensuring good governance by completing democratic transition in Burkina Faso, Mali and Guinea, and ensuring inclusive and sustainable development by investing in food security, reserve and ECOWAS Rice Offensive Action Plan 2020 to 2025. He counted enablers that will facilitate the realization of the strategic objectives to include capable institutions and equitable partnerships.
The 2023 projects and activities are prepared to tackle the issues identified above and realize the strategic objectives set out by our management. As you would have noticed also, the budget presented to you for consideration is on a midterm expenditure framework. It is a 3-year budget estimate that complies with your earlier recommendation.
Declaring the meeting open, the President CAF, Mrs. Christina Da Silva, urged members of AFC to make constructive and concrete contributions that will ensure that the community's funds and resources are being efficiently used. She said the meeting will give them the opportunity to brainstorm and tackle the challenges facing the region. In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide, ABS News.
From the foreign scenes, Russia has denied it was to blame for the missile that landed in Zawodo on the Ukrainian border. Poland said it was Russian-made, but U.S. officials said initial findings indicated it was fired by Ukrainian air defenses. More than 90 Russian missiles were fired at Ukraine on Tuesday, Kyiv said. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said most of the rockets fired by Russian forces have been aimed at the country's energy infrastructure. Although the Ukrainian military said 77 were shot dead, some of the missiles hit Lviv, not far from the country's western border with Poland. During the Russian attacks, 2 Polish workers were killed in a blast at a farm building in Zawodo, 6 kilometers, 4 miles from the border. NATO member Poland's military was placed on high alert, and NATO ambassadors were holding an emergency meeting in Brussels on Wednesday morning to assess their response. Poland was expected to invoke Article 4 of the Alliance's treaty, which calls for consultations in the face of a security threat. While Russia condemned as a provocation initial suggestions that it had fired a missile into Poland, President Biden told reporters at a G20 summit in Bali that preliminary information contested those reports. In the statement, Western leaders at the Bali summit condemned Russia's barbaric missile attacks on Ukraine's cities and civilian infrastructure and offered their full support to neighboring Poland. And from the world of sports, a U.S.-based Nigerian tactician, Michael Nsien, has been appointed as a new head coach of the U.S. Under-16 men's youth national football team on a 3-year deal. Nsien becomes the first Nigerian to take the reign of the U.S. Under-16 men's youth national team. The 41-year-old, born in Oklahoma of Nigerian roots, has over 23 years of experience as a player and coach for clubs in the United States. He holds all the UEFA Pro coaching licenses and is seen by the peers in the U.S. as a trailblazer for black coaches in a sector with very few black coaches. Remember that you can follow news and program on ABS TV from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Oka. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television Oka. You can go on to follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Now the main points that made the news again. ACTDA has restated stance on zero tolerance on unapproved buildings. Residents of Idoko Drive, Onitsha, has commended Governor Soludo on road projects. 32nd ECOWAS Administration and Finance meeting has commenced in Abuja. And finally, we told you from the foreign scenes, Ukraine war, Russia has denied responsibility for Poland blast. Governor Chukuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of Koibo value. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. With that, we've come to the end of the evening news tonight. My name is Uche Chukwu Ebonam. Good night.